This is a demonstration of simulating an LDPC code for the EE567 Coding Theory course project. Shown here are the resources distributed for use with the project, a combination of MATLAB code in .m form and data files in .mat form. One of these data files contains the parity check matrix for a rate 1/2 block length 1000 IRA LDPC code, shown here. Now, I would like to simulate this code, and I'll do it in two different ways. One using my local machine, and the other by using the WCRL High Performance Computing Cluster, which is a 22 server, 400 core cluster housed in the Engineering Research Building. So, to simulate the code locally, the first thing I will do is load the contents of the data file containing the parity check matrix. The data file contains the matrix in h-struct form, which we can simulate by calling the simulate project function and passing it the h-struct data structure. The code will begin to simulate, and since this is running on a local machine, this simulation will take potentially several hours to execute. So, I'm going to cancel out of this simulation and demonstrate use of the cluster. And I cancel by pressing Ctrl+C and clearing the contents of the screen. Now, to simulate my parity check matrix to the cluster, I first need to transform the h-struct data structure into a form which is appropriate for the cluster. And I do this by using the generate job function, like so. This function will verify the rank of the parity check matrix and compute the rate, and will generate a data file having name LDPC BEC, a version number, and then a timestamp. Now, to submit this parity check matrix to the cluster for simulation, I'm going to open a web browser, navigate to the URL wcrl.csee.wvu.edu/wctc, log in with my cluster credentials, and then navigate to the tab called My Jobs. I'd now like to submit a new job, so I click the button Add Job. Under Project, I select LDPC BEC and then choose the data file which we generated in the previous step using the generate job function. I can now upload and run this parity check matrix. To view the contents of the job, I need to select the project LDPC BEC. Now, the job that we just submitted is this first job, which we see was submitted at 6:22 a.m. and is currently running. If you click the job, it will give the current status, which, as we can see, is started. Once the job is finished running, it will show complete. And to demonstrate the contents of a complete job, I've already executed one for this demonstration. When your simulation is complete, the status will change to done, and you will have several data files. These two PDF files show the bit error rate and frame error rate of the simulated code. I'll start with figure 1, which is the bit error rate. Note that this file is in PDF form, so you can download it and print it very easily. Demonstrating the second file, which is the frame error rate. And if you'd like, you can download the raw data from the simulation in this mat file. Thanks for watching the demonstration.